Hello, my name is Michael Randolph, and I'm the CEO for the Center for and Nonprofit and Community Development. I've had over 30 years of experience in working in the nonprofit sector before starting this particular nonprofit. The reason why I started this nonprofit is the number of people that have lost something or had a negative impact on their life and wanted to create a nonprofit as a way to easing the pain and coming across costly fees to work with them getting that nonprofit done. Most of the nonprofits that we work with are what we call grassroots, mom and pop, frontliners, frontliners, people on the front line. Most of the nonprofits and individuals that we work with have had a tragedy in their life or has been impacted by something in their life that compels them to want to work on creating a change. Sadly, 8 out of 10 nonprofits failed the first 5 years because of lack of funding and structure. Some of these people, these are good people with a passion and a desire to change the world. Some of these people are your friends, your neighbors, co-workers, your faith group, your family, and others. What we do is to provide those needed skill sets to change the narrative. This nonprofit was started not to make money, but to provide those skill sets necessary that we're going to talk about a little later on. So that anybody that has a desire to start a nonprofit because it's something that is happening in their life has just as an opportunity as any other group. That being said, let me share with you this video that I made earlier. And this is also the kickoff of our fundraising for 2024. We want to raise $5,000 between now and the end of 2024. Our organization every year has consistently followed what's known as a 990 EZ, meaning that less than 25,000. But what's going to really throw you off is when you begin to see what we do with a small amount of money to reach so many people. Because at the end of the day, what funders look at is a good return on their investment. So let me start this video and I'll come back on the back end. Oh, my name is Michael Randolph, and I'm with the Center for Nonprofit and Community Development. What we do is provide assistance to nonprofits in terms of building their capacity to service their clients. We are launching our campaign for 2024 to raise $5,000 in order to service 30 new nonprofits and assisting them with putting together the document to actually start that nonprofit, founding that nonprofit. We also are going to assist over 1,100 individuals and organizations in terms of different types of training. Our transparency level on GuideStar is a bronze. Bronze is the highest level that you can get. I want to share with you information on what we've been doing since 2000, from 2022. I'm sorry, from 2020 up to 2022 in terms of our deliverables. Keep in mind, we started in 2011. However, these numbers only reflect the work for the year 2000 to 2021. Let's look at some of the things that we've done from 2020 to 2022. Again, these numbers only reflect 20 to 2022 and not prior years. We started in 2011. In terms of the different results or category that they use to rate our results, when you look at the number of organizations that we provide technical assistance for between 2020 and 2022, that number is 2,000. When you look at the number of community initiatives we work with in different cities, that number is 25 from around the country. In this case, we work with those neighborhoods that are disenfranchised, underserved, and marginalized community and work with them and putting community comprehensive initiative to change the narrative in that neighborhood. In terms of the number of grassroots organizations we supported, that number is 900. Grassroots organization, as you know, are these startup nonprofits. They're just getting started. We provided a total of 900 services to these nonprofits between 20 and 2022. In terms of the number of manuals that we produce, how-to manuals that we gave out, that's a total of 280. In terms of the training that we provide, in terms of training hours, we provide over 4,300 in terms of training hours. The average session that we gave in terms of training was 3 hours. And then finally, the number of consultant projects that we've completed since 2000, from 2020 to 2022, that number represents 850 consultant projects that we've done between that period of time. And these numbers only reflect the period from 2020 to 2022.
In progress.
The Center for Nonprofit and Community Development started in 2011. We provide support service in the area of effective skill sets to start up and existing nonprofit. We specialize in developing neighborhood planning and economic development initiative in poverty-stricken communities. Our approach to sustainability is framed around a social entrepreneur business plan. To date, we provided assistance to over 1,000 nonprofits and assisted in getting over 250 nonprofits up and started as a 501c3. Our reach includes 10 different states, and we work with nonprofits to get started. Our areas of specialty include grant writing, business planning, proposal, community organizing, community mapping, and community building, community strategic and tactical planning, 501c3 preparation, etc. These are the services that we provide nonprofits in terms of the different training that we provide. Let's talk a little bit about who do we serve so you can hear from them how our services benefit those individuals. Make sure you listen to the end when you hear how individuals who have a lot of pain and how they're using the nonprofit to ease that pain.
Recording in progress.
This is typical of the number of people that we service in terms of the class sizes. Our most sought after classes are how to start a nonprofit and how to fund it. Let's hear what's going on. The class. Nonprofit, how to start a nonprofit. All right, give a call out as to what type of nonprofit you want to start.
Affordable housing.
Affordable housing. Homelessness. Arts. One guy want to do bumblebees, but you know, that's okay too, right? But the bottom line is that all of you are here today because you want to make a difference. And the day is like June the 24th on a Saturday. The fact that you're here today, the fact that you're here on a Saturday in these large numbers show that you want to make a difference. Our objective is to actually reach at least 300 nonprofits this year to work with them and getting started. But the bottom line is that, you know, nonprofits start anywhere from a mother that I met, her son was killed in the street. She wanted to find a way to fight back. A mother that had a mental ill child was being mistreated. She wanted to fight back. So that's what nonprofits do. They get up and they fight the fight. So give a shout out to everybody on Facebook, folks.
What's up?
All right. Met so many people from around the country that wanted to start a nonprofit. Nonprofits are ordinary people doing extraordinary things to change the narrative. So as we transition over to the next part of this presentation, this is what happens when you're trying to record something live. Bear with us. But I do want to encourage you to donate towards our 2024 fundraiser. You can always Cash App us, and you can see the Cash App running across the bottom of the screen. I think that when I look in the eyes of the folks that we work with nonprofits from around the country. Or actually from around the world. Let's hear some folks that have taken our classes from around the country.
Georgia.
Okay, one at a time, please. Go ahead.
Tampa, Florida.
Next.
Tracy Newton, Tampa, Florida.
Next.
Lakeland, Florida.
Next.
Riverview, Florida.
Next.
Tampa, Florida.
Next.
Tampa, Florida.
Lakes, Florida.
Who was that again?
Glendale Lakes, Florida.
Okay, next.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Next.
Tampa,
Alberta, Canada.
Wow. Canada up in the house. Now, how you doing, Canada? Next.
Priscilla, London.
London in the house. Next. Okay, I think that's it. We all over the place. Again, I'm glad we didn't have the total number of people that had signed up for this class, because it would have been really wild. But because it's not as many people, does anybody have any questions? Hold on one second.
Recording in progress.
Let me share with you some of the faces of some of the individuals that feel compelled to make a change in their life because of something that occurred in their life that compelled them to want to make a change in other people's lives.
And of course, you know, we always throw out how to start a nonprofit class and how to fund it. Today, I'm really honored to meet this person that's taking the nonprofit class because she shows that what I call them ordinary people that's doing extraordinary things. Man, who are you? Let's tell us your story.
Hi, my name is Hope Hill. I am a single mother of two. My oldest is 28, of two girls. My oldest is 28 and my youngest is 14. I'm a single mother. I was on dialysis for 16 years. Yesterday was my 3rd year anniversary for my transplant. My nonprofit organization is called Janice's Hope Foundation. I'm starting this because I was a single parent.
Recording in progress.
And it's not only in the United States. We have individuals that feel compelled to change the narrative, not only in the United States, but also from where they come from.
So I work with doing conference with the girls for 14 to 18 years old. And we travel different places like Santo Domingo. We went to Costa Rica in March 14 and to the 22nd of 2020. I'm going back to the Costa Rica. So what we focus is on respect and reverence for God to the girls and teaching self-esteem. So
You also focus on sex trafficking as well.
yes, correct.
Yeah, because that's a very important element that you want to let people know that one of the reasons why you're doing what you're doing,
Yes.
the reason why you're empowering these ladies is to make sure that they're not going into sex trafficking.
Yes, and we
Good.
focus in also on sex trafficking and domestic violence too.
Good, excellent. I know also you be sending clothes.
This lady here broke my heart. And you can see the pain in her eyes. It's individuals like her that have so much pain that they carry around that we do what we do. Let's meet her.
So, everybody, we got another person in class today that's doing, like I say, an ordinary person that's doing extraordinary things. It's got a great nonprofit. Tell us about your nonprofit, why you got started, and how people can give you some money.
Okay, my name is Tawana Span. I am the owner of the CEO of the Jabez Span Foundation. September 4th, 2017, my son became missing. We went through a 18-month process of looking for him. There, in 2019, we found his remains in February. Through the whole ordeal, the main thing that bothered me the most is the resources that I went through trying to find him and the turmoil and trials that a person goes through missing their children.
Recording in progress.
Let's meet some more people from some of the classes that we've done so far and hear their story.
Okay, so folks, so far so good. Tell me about class today. You liking it? Yes. Was it worth it to come out on a Saturday? Yes. Are y'all going to change the world as nonprofit? Yes. All right.
Recording in progress.
Let's meet some more people.
Okay, everybody, why are you here today? Nonprofit. All right, nonprofit and how to write a grant. Okay, everybody, why are you here today? Nonprofit. All right, nonprofit and how to write a grant.
Progress.
We average anywhere from 30 to 60 people per class. And that's just classes that we give face to face. We average another 60 per class on online. And online is where we get to meet people from around the country. So as you can see, we service a lot of people in terms of giving them the opportunities to fulfill their dream, to stop the pain that they have by way of starting a nonprofit. So I want to thank everybody for listening to this presentation. And I ask for whatever you can give towards that number that we want to reach for 2024. I've been so impacted by the people and the stories that have brought them to start a nonprofit. Man, I couldn't start to share with you the hundreds of different stories that ordinary people that want to do extraordinary things. There is so much pain that's in our society today. Nonprofits provide a way for them to channel that pain into creating something that's bigger than them. Again, Cash App us. We also are going to be doing a GoFundMe. This is going to be an awesome 2024. If you know somebody that wants to start a nonprofit, send them to us. We'll provide those services necessary for them to get started. Like I say, if you have a friend, a family member, a neighbor, a co-worker, someone that's part of your faith group that you know is in pain, and they want to start a nonprofit, but they just don't know where to go. Thanks again, and I'll see everybody in 2024.